Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is October 1st when I'm filming the intro. So we are taking part in Becca's Spookopoly-a-thon. So Becca from Becca in the Books used to play Monopoly to pick her TBR. And I think her and Cody from Cody's Book Corner were like the two people that started TBR games. I mean, now it's like a huge thing, everyone does them, but they are like the OGs. And this year, usually it's in September, this year it is in October because spooky prompts. And so I thought this year what I would do, instead of just making a TBR like normal and reading that, every time that I play another round, I'm going to film it and then I'm going to vlog myself reading that book or those books if I get doubles. So here's how it's going to work. Usually you pick how many books you want on your TBR. I think Becca used to do 5. And then after, if you get doubles at any point during the game, you have to add an extra. So I'm going to play as I go. I'm not really going to have a set number. I'm just going to play all month. So we're going to start at go. And no, we're going to start at go right here. We're going to go around the board. And if I get a double, then I not only have to read the first book, but I have to read the second book. For chance, I have wrapped up 8 of my books. 4 of them that I really, really want to read. 2 of them are actually on my TBR for this month. So that's gonna be something if I don't get to it. Then a community chest. I am also participating in the Stay Spooky-a-thon. And what I was gonna do was cut these out and use these as the cards. But instead, I am going to number them. So it's 1 to 20. And we're gonna go do a random number generator if I land on community chest, and then I'm gonna pick whatever book based on that number. I hope that makes sense. I couldn't find my scissors, so we're just like we're living on the edge today. Today's also gonna be kind of a stay-at-home day. I have to get some editing done, perhaps get some filming done, definitely finish my grades or catch up on grades, and just start prepping for the 4th grade. So I'm leaving 4th grade and I'm going back to 2nd grade. So I have to finish my last week of lesson plans because I only have 4 days left in 4th grade as the teacher. And then I'm moving over to 2nd grade for ELA and social studies, and everything's just like crazy and wonky and up in the air, and it's a lot. Alright, so our troll is right here. And let's go to roll number 1. Of course, we start with doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our first roll, of course, got us doubles, which means that we have to pick 2 books. So I have to take yet another turn and vlog both books, and then we get to come back and take another turn at some point this month. But our first book for October, I'm going to be real honest with you. we landed on Orange on the Cover, so I was going to pick 11/22/63 by Stephen King, because I have this really awesome idea of reading this massive book. Well, you're gonna see the vlog for it on 11/22/23, because I just thought that would be really cute. But I obviously have to read it before then. However, I was thinking about it. It said, for one thing, it's supposed to be mostly orange. This is not mostly orange. It's just a little orange. And for another, I'm not reading this one without an audiobook, even if I follow along. The audiobook is 31 hours long, and I'm on the waiting list for it, but it's still at least a week away from getting to me. So, I found this very, very orange book. This is Unbury Carol by Josh Malerman. And this one probably scares me more than the Stephen King book, and she's a lot shorter. This is like a dark retelling of Alice in Wonderland, or at least that was the impression that I was getting, only it follows Carol, not Alice, but it's like Alice in Wonderland, but adult and dark. I've tried to read this several times, and I don't get past like page 80, and I don't know why. So let's figure out what's really about. Carol is a woman with a dark secret. She has died many times, but her many deaths are not final. They are comas, awaking slumber from death, each lasting days. Only 2 people know of Carol's condition. One is her husband, who married Carol for her fortune, and who she lasps into another coma. Plot to seize by proclaiming her dead and quickly burying her alive. The other is her lost love, the infamous outlaw, James Moxie. When word of Carol's dreadful fate reaches him, Moxie rides the trail again to save his beloved from an early grave. Alright, roll number 2 is the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So going into this, I was like, oh, I'm going to, if I get doubles, I'm going to pick 2 different books, read both of them, vlog it, and then take my next turn and keep going. But if you go watch Becca's video, which like you totally could, but you don't have to, I'll link her channel down below and everything, or up in the cards. In her announcement video, she said that if you play as the month goes on, you can't say that you get doubles and then you take another turn. You can pick one book for both prompts if you can find a book that fits both prompts. And unknowingly to me, I got Orange on the Cover, which was Unbury Carol by Josh Malerman. And the second prompt is a spooky book. This is going to be a spooky book. So I'm already not doing what I initially said I was going to, but you know what? It's okay. So we're going to probably listen to a lot of this on audio while I edit today. Ooh, look. There's a map on the front. I don't normally see that with like horror novels. Usually that's a fantasy type thing. So I don't know, maybe it's because she keeps dying at different places in the town, but I'm gonna count this for both spooky and Orange on the Cover because I mean, look at all that orange. So this is what we're gonna start with. Like I said, I have a lot of editing, a lot of grading, a lot of things to do at home, so it's probably gonna be mostly an at-home day, but I figured I would show you parts of my day and just figure out. We're gonna vlog every book I read in October, which is gonna be completely weird for me because I don't vlog all that much anymore. And this is 300 pages, 361 pages. So we will see. I will update you a little bit later. Been several hours since I updated this vlog. I'm only 100 pages into Unbury Carol, and I finally understand what's happening, but I'm hating it every second. So you follow Carol, who has this weird disorder that is not explained at all, where she goes into a coma for 2 days at a time, and she has no pulse, and she's not breathing. So, essentially, she's dead for 2 days. And it happens whenever she gets stressed or whatever. Well, her husband decided, you know, dear old husband, that he's going to bury her alive during one of her coma states. And he did bury her alive. Or it's like in the process of being buried alive. And her ex-boyfriend is like some kind of duke in England, and he's trying to travel to come unbury Carol and save her life. It's stupid. It's very, very stupid. Okay, it's been like a week since I last updated you. Okay, wait, 5 days. We're going on to day number 5. I haven't read any more of this. So, like, I've read 2 pages at one point, and then another 3, and then 1, and I don't care. I don't care. This is not a horror novel. This is like a second chance romance. So, let me explain. You follow Carol, who has this weird disease where she goes in a coma for a few days randomly, and then she wakes up and she's fine. But while she's in that coma, she has no pulse, she's not breathing, she's quite dead. Her husband knows this. He buries her alive, and her ex from many, many years ago has, first off, there's a telegraph, which, like, no. If this is supposed to be, I don't know when this is supposed to take place. I thought it was supposed to be, like, relatively, you know, like, relatively present, you know, relatively now. But there's, like, telegraphs. This is very fairy tale-esque, very non-action packed because it's all talking, it's all dialogue. I'm officially DNFing this. I know, that's the great for the first book of October. But you can consider this my first review. My review for week 1. Because I'm supposed to review every single week, but if I'm vlogging every book that I read in October, that's going to be very redundant. So, 6 days to get 100 pages. 120 pages, maybe. I have no interest in this. This is so not what I thought it was going to be. Not a scary version of Alice in Wonderland. I would not pick this book up. However, I've read from Josh Malerman before, and I love Josh Malerman. This book just didn't work for me. So hopefully this will be up on Friday, this video. And I'm going to start reading my next book here in like 10 seconds. I'm going to play another turn and figure out what my next read is going to be. It's kind of sad that October started out so poorly, but we will do better in the next vlog. I know this was a very short vlog, and I didn't really get into the nitty-gritty about much in here because, like I said, nothing happens. I'm so bored. I am going out of my mind, so I am letting myself DNF this book for self-care. So, hope you enjoyed this negative video. Don't forget to put that thumbs up bell and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. And I will see you later.